Hello YouTube, this is Ian from the Portsmouth Armory channel. It's a beautiful February day, supposed to get up to 50 degrees today. I have this week off, so we're going to do some shooting videos. So this is my C-Sharps Highwall. Got this back in the fall. Still pretty much got a load nailed down for the grease groove bullets. We're going to start doing some paper patch work with this, which I expect it's going to be a long road, a long journey, but we're going to have fun doing it. Before I get into the paper patch, I've got a couple more loads I want to try out with the grease groove bullets. These weigh about 540 grains. They're from a Steve Brooks mold. Creedmoor bullet. Shot a group the other day. It was just under an inch with a 67 grain load. I want to try a 70 grain load, see what that does. And after that, we're going to move on to the good stuff. Some paper patch. That's a swaged bullet I bought from Buffalo Arms to try a couple out before I buy a mold. That weighs 500 grains and it's a pure lead slug. So I'm going to get set up and we will get started. Alright, we've got a target set up at 100 yards. What I've done is I've got 6 minutes of left dialed into this sight. I'm going to shoot a group of 10. Then I'm going to center the sight up, shoot another group of 10. Then I'm going to clean the bore out real good. Then I'm going to move it over to the right another 6 minutes and we're going to shoot the paper patched. And so when we go down there to check our targets, we'll just see how they are left to right. Now, I know this shoots high, so none of these should land in the bullseye, I don't think. So I think that'll make for ideal shooting conditions. Now, a little bit I've shot this weapon, I settling down on wiping between shots. And even inside of that, I think that it likes the bore to be a little moist. So I'm just going to send, even on my first shot, I'm going to send the wet patch down. And then I'm going to dry the chamber out real quick, like so. Now I'm going to shoot one. And then I'm going to get on my spotting scope to make sure that these are hitting where I want. And then I'll shoot the rest of them. Just over top of the bull, to the left. So I'll bring my sight down, pull my case out. Hard to do with gloves on. Send the damp patch down the bore, followed by dry out the chamber. I'm going to do this load 10 times and see how it goes. This is a 67 grains Go XOD 1.5. I'm going to do this a bunch more times and I'll come back to you. Okay, this is our 67 grain load. I'm going to put our 70 over here, then I'm going to put our paper patch over here. Now, the other day when I shot this, I put 8 rounds into a hole about like that. This opened up a little bit. I don't know if I'm doing something at the loading bench. It's worth noting on the other target I shot, it had 2 flyers also. So I don't know if that has something to do with the cold clean barrel or what. I don't know what happened here. These were my first 2, then I think these were in succession. I want to say these were my 7th and 8th and 9th or something like that. There's 6 shots in here. This here is just over an inch, an inch and an eighth, from center to center roughly. And that's not bad. With these, that's 2 inches. and shoot silhouette. They say if you can keep it inside of 2 minutes, then you'll do pretty good. So this here, I guess, is acceptable, but I'd like to get these over here more. And this, just a tad bit smaller, right around 1 inch would be great, or less than. Let's see what the 70 grain loads do. Alright, we got our 70 grain loads. Now this is a little perplexing to me. This group looks better, but it's actually, if you take in all this, it's the same size. But if I throw these two out, this one will win, but this looks like it's a little more consistent, doesn't it? It's got just one flyer down here, but all this is vertical stringing. I don't know, it must be, I'm wondering if it's something I'm doing at the loading bench or what, but I'm going to have to come back to this. I'm not done with the 67 grain load because on 2 occasions I shot under 1 minute of angle with it. This 80 grain or 70 grain load is around 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes, which I guess is acceptable, but it's not really what I'm after. But I'm going to try these 2 loads again. Maybe I need to be more diligent with weighing my bullets. I just kind of cast them and cobbled this ammunition together. So next time I bring it out, I'll make some better ammunition. Now the paper patch bullets I'm getting ready to shoot are swaged, and they are 500 grains, and we're going to be shooting 73 grains of GoX Old E 1.5. I'm going to move them over back in here, and we'll see what happens. Alright, YouTube, you can see what looks like I've shot at this with a little bit of buckshot. These are a paper patch. Now I had I don't know what you want to call it, but for whatever reason, my first 3 shots I had the sights over here, so I don't know. They're in here somewhere, I guess, which I don't know if it's as the board gets more dirty, it's done them. But I thought I was doing an alright job cleaning it. I've got a few more, so I'm going to clean it real good. I mean really good in between shots and see what happens. But let's see. As it sits now, this is about a 10-inch group, and that's all vertical. So horizontally we're looking around 4 inches, which is still not good, but I was hoping for something in the 5-inch range, but this is I guess this is going to be a journey. We're just starting. I'm getting someone's sending me to borrow a mold, and I'm going to cast some 20-to-1 alloy bullets, and I've been told that's a more suitable alloy instead of this pure lead ammunition, but like I said, I'm going to take a few more shots with a really clean bore, see what that does, and that'll be it for this. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. These two, and there's 2 in here. I shot a 5th one, but I don't know where it went. Somewhere in here. But I cleaned the bore out real good. I had 2 of the other bullets left, so I shot one went here. I think the other one went there. Then I had some other paper patch bullets. I had 5 more. I did a little better job wrapping them, and apparently that makes a big difference, because here's part of the ones in that group, and that is about a little under 3 inches, so that's a lot better. Still got a little ways to go, so I've learned today that you got to pay real close attention when you're patching. The sides have got to be real smooth, paper's got to be perfect. So I think we're on a good start here. These were, I hate to say cobbled together, but I cut the patches different lengths, so I was trying to find the right length for my bullet, and I just went ahead and used all of them. So these patches were different lengths probably, so that may have an effect on the size or the way it bumps up, but these were pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I need to do a better job at patching my bullets. So we're on a good start. I got a fella supposed to send a mold. I'm going to cast up some 20-to-1 alloys. I think it's a post tail, I think he said, so maybe in a couple weeks I'll have my patching method perfected, and we'll come back out here and we'll give it another whirl.